people? It's your boy Sir Petty 258 back with another one, UnAverage Mentality, Toxic Podcast. I'm here with my co-host.
Hey, what's going on, y'all? I'm Kizzy. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure y'all check out Shift the Culture when you get a chance.
Like, subscribe, comment, tell a friend, tell a friend. What's good, Kizzy? How you feeling?
Pretty good. I was off today. Got a good decent amount of rest. So here we are, getting to record on a Sunday. How was your Sunday going?
I can't complain. Been with you all day until we got to this podcast. So, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
how was your Sunday?
It was great.
What movie did we go to? Like, nah, the movie was good though. Y'all go check out Thor when you get a chance.
Fact, that is what we saw. Actually, it was more like comedy than I expected. But anyways, what's our topic for today?
Today's topic. So I was talking to you last week, and I don't know how we got to the subject, but you basically made a statement that men don't need women to have money. So when a woman states about how much money she has or how much money she makes,
right,
or whatever, it's like, well, that doesn't matter. What else can you do for me? Because I'm not concerned about your money.
Exactly.
I started thinking, I was like, well, I've been hearing a lot of guys kind of say that ever since like watching certain videos recently, that they don't care about how much a woman makes. And I was like, you kind of should, in my opinion, care about how much a woman makes. Just because, don't we look for you guys to kind of help out if we are experiencing certain circumstances?
Nah, facts. Like, I wasn't saying that as an absolute, right? Nothing's absolute. Mm-hmm. So basically, I was saying like a woman having money on her side isn't the end all be all for the man or the relationship. You know what I'm saying? If you have your own money, it's definitely an addition. But if he's like an independent guy who know how to take care of his business, your money isn't always necessarily a factor to the situation. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So it's other stuff like taking care of the home or raising your kids. You know what I'm saying? Depends on obviously the salary. But if somebody makes like $120,000, he technically makes enough to take care of both of y'all. So he may, hey, I just need you to take care of my kids for the next 5 years so they have a great education like I just had kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, you get to be a stay-at-home mom. So it's just different factors to it.
Now, what if somebody, like, for the people that's, not considered high value as far as the income, for the people who are a little bit lower in, like, the $50,000 or less range,
right?
Like, how do you feel about a woman considering his finances then? I feel like we shouldn't. You should consider a woman's finances as well.
I mean, overall, I feel like it's a part of the relationship. For me, personally, money is like 50% of the relationship just because it's life. Like I said, everything costs money, unfortunately. But like I said, it's a part of a factor. It's not the end all be all for me. But yeah, let's say I make $50,000 and she makes $50,000. You know what I'm saying? Definitely, I want to consider it. Hopefully, we can build to a higher salary, for the household. But basically, I would not date her because she made $50,000. But does that go for the same for women though? Exactly. Look, see when you start saying the truth around here, shit start falling. What about that? Is that true for you? Can you date a nigga? Let's say you made $80,000, right? Mm-hmm. Can you date a nigga that make $50,000?
I don't know.
Why not?
Only because, like, I guess first off, I would have to know that he can take care of, his bills and still do the things that I love. Can I make a real?
Oh yeah, go ahead.
So I will say this. Another thing about somebody somewhat being on my level or higher is that I feel like guys, like of course they're attracted with their eyes, so like men will a lot of times date what they can get at the time, so it's just like if you were if I'm dating you and you making $50,000, right? Who's to say that once you make 80 or 100 that you still gonna want me? How do I know that you're not just dating me because what I'm saying, you can't afford the woman who wants $100,000?
Let me interject, and that's where I was saying where the money's not the end all be all, right? Because I feel like a lot of women find other reasons to say why he left her, right? Oh, he made more money now, right? So he changed. Once again, the intangibles as far as the relationship of how you might have treated that man was probably more of the reason he left you.
Well, that's the thing. Like, it was good enough when he was with you. Like, when he wasn't making the money, he was still there.
No,
and all of a sudden, now that you reach a better status, it's just like, oh, well, I don't like these things. Well, why was you dealing with it?
I'm gonna show you.
If you in a relationship for like 6 years, right? And you know what I'm saying, you was at, I guess, on a certain level of income for the 6 years.
Right.
All of a sudden, the 7th year, you increase your living, you increase your income, and now it's just like, oh, well, I don't like this, I don't like. But you were dealing with it for 6 years. I'm gonna tell
you why exactly. You saying the key word, dealing with it, right? So let's say, you know what codependent is, right? So basically, we're dating, our business, our money tied up, everything we got to do is tied up, right? Unfortunately, let's say they both make $50,000 right now. Everything's up, it's high, gas up. I can't live out here by myself, right? So you're right, I am dealing with you, right? But doesn't mean I'm happy with you, right? So that one chance that I got when I got that money, I was already ready to leave you at $50,000. When I got this $80,000, I could leave. I left.
So you're using her in a sense. You don't really want to be
No,
there anyway.
Yeah, both are codependent. Like I need you, you need me.
But I thought we just opened up saying that men don't.
No, I said you're not the end all be all. I'm just saying I'm giving you a scenario, right? Because some niggas who make $50,000, you treat them bad. They say fucking leave it right then and figure it out. So every situation is different. But when you say like why did he leave once he made this amount of money? He was dealing with you right then, right? Mm-hmm. He may not have liked it. He may have been trying to make it work or whatever. But when he did finally make the stab where, you know what, fuck it, I really don't need her no more, he left in that situation.
Okay, now what happens in the case, because this does happen a lot of times, like I think we agree one day that men typically cheat more than women. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I didn't agree to that.
Okay.
I just want to say that.
Okay,
especially not black men.
Okay.
Black men don't cheat. But
that's how we going.
We always black men.
Up for men.
Black men never
like
cheat.
this. Okay.
No, I didn't say
men will cheat. Men,
no, in your opinion, men cheat more. I'm saying
so
this.
on the phone, you weren't agreeing. You weren't
ahead.
agreeing that a man doesn't have to have a real reason to cheat.
No,
like he could cheat because you might have an 8, but all of a sudden it's 9.
Those are two different.
available.
Those are two different statements, right? Do a man cheat more? That's not what I'm saying, right? Mm-hmm. Well, am I saying will men cheat for lesser reasons than a woman? Yes.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Men will cheat for less reasons than a woman.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I stand corrected. Thank you for that. Now, again, she could be there for you. She could be your down chick.
Right.
Everything is fine, no complaints, but you will still step out if you want to and try to go date another woman. Why?
I wouldn't say date.
You just tired of the same old thing.
No.
Okay,
no, I'm gonna say
sex.
I'm gonna say that.
With somebody else.
No, I'm gonna be honest as a man, right? I always say that as an analogy, right? Everybody, think about your favorite food, right? Mine might be lasagna. I could eat lasagna every day, honestly, right? But one day I might want a slice of pizza. And that's all it is for a nigga, right? One day, something different, right? We're not falling in love. So the difference for like guys and girls for the most part, how men think, right, is, hey, I just hit her, I don't know her name, I just saw her in the club, kept it moving. Usually the stereotype for women, right, is, hey, I'm not
you had to woo us. You know what I'm saying?
Right, I'm not a hoe. So you had to invest into giving him this pussy, right? So once again, like a person like you don't just mess with anybody, right? You may not even go to that next step with anybody, right? Mm-hmm. So he had to put in enough work. They had to talk. You've been investing. You might have seen a future with this nigga. Then you might have cheated. You know what I'm saying? So it's way more that goes into y'all cheating than us.
Right, but back to my point, my original point, where it's just like, once you can afford better, who's to say that you're not going to go try better? Not even better. Once you can afford what's more appealing to you, better? Who's to say that you're not going to go try? Like,
that's what I'm saying. Give me like I said, in comparison.
I just gave you. I said you can have an 8. Everything's good. You increase your living. You increase your finances. All of a sudden, that doesn't mean that like now you can afford this bad tent. You know what I'm saying? And you can afford to hit it. You might not leave your girlfriend, but you will still go have sex with that. You understand? Because you're gonna do what you
I'm
not saying
that's. I'm not saying that's right. I understand it, but I'm not saying it's right because we're just looking at like we hit it, right? That's wrong. Yes, you definitely cheated, but I didn't give this girl no effects. Like
I want to see the faithful you at $80,000 or $100,000. I don't want to sit here and think that he's not gonna cheat. He's not gonna step out when he's at 50, and all of a sudden I'm not saying he's gonna leave me.
He could have been stepping out at 50.
He could have been, but who are you stepping out with? You have more reason to because now you're attracting something that you feel is more attractive now.
No, but that's always the case. Because somebody can feel like you
ain't had a bread like that, you wasn't attracting them 9s. All of a sudden, you got your money up, and now you can attract the 9. You might not leave your 6 or your 7, but I want to go try this 9 out.
I got you. So I've always said this, right? Let me ask you this: you believe in competing for your man?
Is he already mine?
Yeah.
No, I don't believe.
All right, so that's my point right there, right? Mm-hmm. And I do feel like, and this is just me, so I'm not speaking for everybody. I do feel like women stop competing for the man, right? So let's say you're single.
Why are we competing though? Because do you mean stop showing my interest and showing
as far as like
mad at me? Competing is just this girl wants you and I gotta hurt. Like, I don't believe in it.
Hold on, but that's my point, right? So let's just say you have a good nigga. Let's just say he's a good nigga, right? Mm-hmm. Before you met him, you knew there's other women that wanted him, right? Mm-hmm. So you're not oblivious to this, that other woman may want your man, right? So yes, you finally got him. He chose you. Y'all chose each other, right? Mm-hmm. That doesn't mean other women still don't want your man, right? Mm-hmm. So now you have to compete to keep your man. Not saying he's about to step out or whatever like that, right? But once again, in a point where everybody get comfortable, right? So let's just say you at the comfortable phase, and for whatever reason, he just started talking to a girl who just started to show more. You know what I'm saying? Just whatever.
So that was confusing. Though, like, are we like competing? Means you always have to like, you know, what I'm saying, try to be better than what you're doing. Like, it's never going to be enough.
No, it's always somebody in your ear. Because like even for like, let's say a guy, right? Women always just think niggas just out there trying to get it, right? Niggas have to turn down girls too. Yo, I got a girl, whatever, right? A girl might come up to you and be like, hey, let me talk to you. He got to turn that down. That's competition. Somebody always in your ear, like, oh, you got a girl, well, fuck her, I can do better. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not even saying like literally you got to compete, but you just got to know there's other people out here who want your, you know, significant other. So you can't just be sitting back happy like, hey, I got him or I got her. You still have to put enough effort to beat the rest of the people out here who may want your man or bump into them. You know what I'm saying? At least in my eyes.
I should be putting in the same effort, you know, like at 6 years that I was putting in the first year. You know what I'm saying? That's the same effort. But having to continue to increase that, no.
That's what they call keeping the spice or putting the spice back into your relationship. Once again, with anything, right? If you do it over enough, you get, it's mundane. You know what I'm saying? If you get comfortable.
When is it ever going to be enough?
No, it's not about being enough. It's about, I'm not going to say enough. But you still have to show a certain level of affection. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just feel like in the beginning, everybody knows you're going to show way more in the beginning if you try to get that person, right? Mm-hmm. Eventually, it levels out. Mm-hmm. Once again, people can get content at that level out phase. So you may have to increase it 1 month. Or, you know, it's that birthday month. So I went out a little bit harder this month to bring it back up, and then it might even out. You know what I'm saying? But you can't just keep it. Because somebody might pop in, like you said, with that 80,000. Like, hey, you think she won't buy you no Jordans? I will.
If he makes less, I have to know that, like my thing is, yeah, I gotta know that you're gonna be here after. Because again, like,
but there's no
talk about potential.
But there's no guarantee.
Our last episode was potential, right?
No, but what I'm
so
saying,
isn't that we're dating potential?
No.
You're not here yet. You know, but I believe that if we can build, I'm 30 something, I'm 30.
No, I'm saying, well, potential.
You should already be at a certain level. That's just what it is.
That's not.
I'm not dating nobody who makes $20,000.
That's not.
You better be one hell of a nigga if you make $20,000 or $30,000. Like, come on, man. We could be friends. But once you reach to the level that I need you to reach at, then you know what I'm saying. If you still want to date.
The only thing your opinion. So I'm not dismissing that from you, right? Mm-hmm. The only thing I do disagree is, as you're talking, you're using kind of like absolute situations. You know what I'm saying? You're like, either he is or he isn't, this, that, and the third. So like I said, when we talk about potential, right, I'm saying off the results. Mm-hmm. Not like, all right, he made 50,000, he has the potential to make 80. If you see a nigga going to work every day, trying hard, he going for the position higher, whatever like that, right? Mm-hmm. And he just so haven't made it yet, I feel like you should take that into account because that kind of show you what kind of man he is.
Because like, I ain't gonna lie, I kind of look at it like,
because like,
I am,
we went through COVID, niggas just lost their job. So if somebody said, hey, before COVID, I was making 100,000, right? 2 years later, I'm making 50,000. Are you gonna say that nigga's not? You know what I'm saying? Like he wasn't gonna handle his business, or he's not ready because a situation of life knocked him back.
I'd have to run into a situation like this. I don't know anybody who's making 100,000, you know, and then loses their job, and you can't find another job at least close to 100,000.
But you're saying like once it's a building phase, like you're not gonna always just jump right back into it. So you don't see that he did make 100,000, so he already showed you he can make it. So it's past the potential part. It's just, hey, I got knocked back a little bit. I need a woman to hold me down, support me right now, so I get back on my feet.
No.
Okay.
We can be friends. We can be friends.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Now,
so then when he leaves
I don't require nobody to make 100,000, but for you to make significantly less than I am, what was I doing that you weren't doing? Because I look at it like this. Like, not
I'm dating the scenario.
Some people, yes, they're in. You know what I'm saying? That's their situation. But even still, what is the harm in us being friends? I would still support you. I would have you back. I would root you on as your friend. And that way, if you decide, once you increase your, you know what I'm saying, once you increase your finances to a better level, if you still decide you want to date me, cool. If not, there's no love lost because I wasn't doing this for the relationship. When you say date,
let me ask you this. What do dating include, because you keep, because we're talking about finances of it, right? Mm-hmm. What if you guys are just dating, right? Because I do hear what you say about the providing part and this, that, and the third, right? Mm-hmm. Are you guys like living together, like in-house in this situation? Because if you guys are just dating,
we didn't make it there because you wasn't making what you needed to make.
So that's my point. Like, all right, so what I'm saying is, right? Let's just say you make the 100,000. Mm-hmm. Like I said, for whatever reason, he's making 50, right? Mm-hmm. Y'all are just dating. He has his own place. You have your own place. You can't just date him in this situation. Like y'all building at the same. It's not like y'all live together.
Oh, we can date. We're not gonna be in a relationship, but we can date.
Why can't you be in a relationship if y'all stuff isn't intertwined?
Because
I'm just asking.
Again, I need, like, for my security,
Okay.
I need to see you there. I need to see it actually there before I sit here and say, because again, who's to say that once you reach a certain level, you're not going to chuck the dude?
But you don't get no guarantee on it. But that's what I'm saying. Like, you're looking for a guarantee, right? There's no guarantee if he makes less, more, the same, that he still won't leave you in general.
He could, but for me, I feel a little bit more secure, you know, as far as, you know, this person not leaving. Because again, I'm the Burger King, right?
So what?
And like, when you can afford the Burger King, okay, in that case, I would be the Burger King. So it's just like, if you can afford the Burger King, who's to say that once you can afford this nice steak, you just not gonna be like, y'all want
So,
steak?
but like, what if he makes that amount of money that you want, but he's not treating you right? So what's like, what is the money doing for
This
you?
is my thing. We're not gonna make it to that. Like,
No, I'm
as
saying
far as
he's
dating, we're not gonna make it to
no,
that.
I'm saying, let's say he
because
makes
you didn't
$100,000
pass
already.
the friendship stage.
No, I'm saying, let's say he makes the 100,000, like you're asking, right?
Mhm.
Well, you know, he's just making a high salary. Let's just say it's 100,000. You make 70, right? So he makes more than enough money as far as what you're requiring.
Mhm.
He's eligible to date you now, right?
Don't know. So all I was saying is, you know what I'm saying, I have my standards, you know, and certain things that I look for. You know, it doesn't mean that I expect anyone else to, you know, set their standards to mine. Hey, if you're completely fine with, you know, making more money and supporting, you know, the guy in whatever way, you know, I think that's what y'all should go for. Don't let, you know, me hold you back. And Jonathan, you want to close yours out?
Yeah, just basically if you find the right one, if you do have somebody supporting you, whatever, that have patience, try to deal with that person. You know, two heads is always better than one. Other than that, I'm your boy Sir Petty 258 UnAverage Mentality, Toxic as Fuck Podcast.
And I'm Kizzy, Shift the Culture. Make sure you check out the podcast when you get a chance. Make sure you like and subscribe to both our podcasts. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for the next one.
We out.
Till then.